You can't come and tell me this story. Who are you like? Who do you want to like? Who is the pitchy here? Who are you lying to? Why are you lying? You can't lie. Have you heard of why you? Why you? A brand new episode of the POV happening right here on my YouTube channel and also on Apple Podcast and on Spotify. Yes. If you're new here, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and then share. And I want to say welcome, okay? If you're new here, welcome. We're here to serve you. I am here to serve you. I am here to make sure that I tell you what people, are telling me, and also share my opinion on what people are telling me. And then I also let you also share your opinion on what people are telling me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share, as I said before. And if you're listening on Spotify, please leave us a 5-star review. And also same on Apple Podcasts. Let's let this grow. I think last week, was it Friday into Saturday or Saturday into Sunday, I got an email saying that the POV is ranking number 10 in Ghana podcast on Apple Podcast for the society and then culture genre, and then 76 overall podcasts in Ghana here. So it means that we're making some impact and we're actually getting to the right people. And so I want to say thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. Now let's get straight into the mantra. If they posted it on social media, then they made it our business. And since they made it our business, we're going to make it our business. Of course. Now let's get straight into the stories that we have for this episode. This episode, no time wasting. We are going directly into the dilemmas. This one says, please post for me and keep me anonymous. I've been in a relationship with a guy for almost 1 year, and he said I shouldn't come to his place unannounced. It turns him off. Fast forward, he said he doesn't want to see me on a regular basis, that he loses interest in me when he gets to see me always. Please, is it normal for a guy to say this? Me, dear, I love him so much that I want to spend every little time I get with him, but he doesn't want that. Please, I need advice. I'll be in the comment section. Be there. Someone will do you why you. Have you heard of why you? Why you? Someone will do you like that. Because personally, okay, and as I say every day, whatever I say here is based on my personal opinion. It shouldn't be aligning with yours. It can, but it shouldn't be. So if you don't agree, you can counter it, but do not debunk it. I mean, yeah. For me personally, I feel like when somebody loves you, they want to see you all the time. Okay, so if someone tells you that if I see you plenty, I'll lose interest in you, then the person doesn't like you. Me, that's what I think. You can't come and tell me this story. Who are you like? Who do you want to like? Who is the pitchy here? Who are you lying to? Why are you lying? You can't lie. No. I just think he's just making excuses, or he actually has somebody that is constantly in his life. So if you go there unknowingly, you may go and see what your mouth cannot see. And I'm not saying this because of the unknowingly part of the story, but I'm saying this because of the I don't want to see you regularly. Because when it comes to the unknowing parts, don't come to my place unknowingly. I kind of understand it to a particular extent. That one cries not full, but to a particular extent. Some people, they like their things in a way where if you're with me and you're coming to see me, let me know you're coming. Now one day, but for him to add that if I consistently see you, then I'm going to lose interest in you, it's a bit fishy. So just be careful. Don't let love blind you, and then you end up heartbroken. Say, everybody good job, you get it. Mm-hmm. Hello, I'm a lady of 26 and I've never been lucky with relationship. But last year December, I met a guy who is 29 years. And one of my friends introduced us to each other. And from there, we started dating. And this guy is literally everything I've always wanted in a man. He showers me with gifts. He also showers me with attention. And in short, he's all I've wanted in a man. Fast forward, January this year, I was feeling sick. So I took a pregnancy test and it came out positive. I told him and he was very happy about it. Now, last week, I went to the hospital for a scan only for me to find out I have fibroids. and I'm also pregnant. I told him and we went to the hospital together, which they gave us the advice of abortion. Now I've been planning our wedding with the issue at hand. Now I told him we should hold on with the preparation, and he got angry saying I don't love him. Please, am I wrong or what can I do? I think you are thinking about your health and how it's going to strain you and all that. But he sees it that you are in a position where, what do you call it? Maybe because of the fibroid, you just want to stay away from him or something. You understand? So just talk to him. I mean, I feel like this is a matter of communication. Talk to him, let him understand where your head is at. Don't just say, I want us to move it and not give him reasons, okay? So talk to him, let him know what's going on in your head, let him know what's happening with you. And maybe he would think something else about you, yeah. Hello, POV. Please keep me anonymous. I'm a girl in my 20s. I fell in love with a man. A friend introduced me. He was loving and caring. Everything was great. Then we decided to get married. We did got married, but most of the marriage items was my savings. I love this man so much that I mostly spend on him because I do love him so much. That's why I asked him to marry me, and we did. Everything was okay until we celebrated our 1-year anniversary and everything changed. I was pregnant, and the pregnancy was our second baby. I was not feeling well, so I went to my auntie to rest a little. He later went to my family to confess. Then they called me and he apologized and they billed him. He brought all the items they asked him to bring. Then they spoke to me. I accepted and went back. That was when I heard that he gave my car to someone to exchange for the money to buy those items. I don't even know what he used the rest of the money for. I had issues with my family, so I left the workplace. I'm home doing some small business. He took loan from different banks, and I don't know what he used the money for. Now my work is booming, and he's pleading with me to help him pay for that loan. I feel I shouldn't help him. Secondly, because he used that money to womanize. Mind you, he's a good man in terms of supporting, a little. He does most of the house chores, but somehow not comfortable because the prostitute once sent me a message and the words the girl was using on me, I feel my husband discussed my personal issues with her, so I'm deciding on cheating on him for him to feel the pain he gave me. What I'm even scared most of is he brought his ex to my work with me. POV, I'm hurt and it's been a year now. I can't forgive him. My story is long, so let me cut it short. Please, what should I do? There's too much going on in your marriage. There's too much going on in the story. If I found myself in a position like that, I'll definitely walk away from that marriage. Because first of all, that thing that he did by taking your car, selling your car, and then using it to pay for things that he was supposed to use his money to pay for, that's disrespectful. That's disrespect. That's crazy. Anyway, media coming by now, I've left. Okay, yeah, by now I've left because what kind of rubbish is that? And on top of it, on top of the fact that as a man you can't provide for the home as you should, you are cheating on top of it. Like, so all the money that you get, you bring small home and then you take most of the money out to go and do girls. That's crazy. You get me? Yeah, so for me, I would have walked away. I met this guy in a friend's wedding in December, actually. I have been hurt by men so many ways. So I decided to step back for some time and just recover from the past relationship. So fast forward, I met this guy. He said he wanted me and then wanted to get married this year. That is to me, if only we start something. I actually did not like him. But my friend I went for her wedding said good things about him. And then the guy kept calling and texting me after we returned back home from the program. Not knowing this guy has a baby mama, of which the baby mama gave birth in December. And already the guy has 2 children aside the baby mama, of which my friend and I never knew about. So I started dating this guy. Getting to know him, but I live like 2 hours from where he stays, where we went for the wedding. So we started like 2 months and this guy came around. Where I stay, the town I was, and decided to pass by my house. He came around and then we had sex. The sex we had was an unprotected one, and unlucky for me, it was my ovulation days. I took a pill after it, but it happens to be an ectopic pregnancy. So the sperm was not able to travel to the womb, but rather got to stay in the tube. I know the science students and health workers will understand me perfectly. So back to the so-called relationship we're having. This guy spent one day at my place and left the next day afternoon. This guy left and never called or returned my calls again. I was really hurt because I stayed for like a year only to get hurt and be deceived this way. Oh God, I was so hurt and disappointed. I called my friend, the one who I went for her wedding, and she called the guy, but the guy never returned the calls. I was very angry, but I stayed calm. Here come I'm pregnant. I called him, no return of the calls, and lucky for me, I sent him a message on WhatsApp, and on that day, his response was that I should abort the child. From that time, I got to know he had a baby mama, of which everyone knew their relationship, and he claims he loves this girl and can't hurt her. I was very disappointed, and I called my friend, the betweener, and she was very disappointed. I decided to keep the baby because I'm 24 years and I have completed my national service. This guy told me he cares not if I keep it, then I'm going to suffer, and he won't take any responsibility. I can cry all day long, and so one day I was feeling very bad and I decided to visit the hospital, not knowing it was an ectopic pregnancy. Is that pregnancy in which the fertilized implants outside the uterus? Two troubles, one God. The child has no child, and this too has happened. It was good for the doctors to perform an emergency surgery. If not, I can die because the child cannot survive. With all this, I told the guy, and he was bold to tell me he does not care and I should do what I want. I can call my friend like 10 times a day, and I got to know some few family members. I had no money too. I saved like few towards my work in case I'm to get a job in Ghana. I have to pay. You understand the system of the country. And the sad part is the guy is very rich. He's a businessman, but he decided not to help because I told him I want to give birth. And he said because of that, he's never going to help or show me any sympathy. I was very sad and decided to kill myself, but I didn't, all thanks to my mom. She was a government worker. I was raised by a single mother too. I was very disappointed and my mom was very angry too, but you know how mothers are. She stood by me and everything was successful. We spent like 35 million for the surgery. That is about 35,000 for the surgery, medicine and review. In fact, everything we bought, blood, transport too. My mom called this guy during the process, and this guy sent 15 million. That is 1,500. And how he even disrespected my mom too. But well, since the guy left, he has not returned or picked my call. I'm really hurt and this is bad. And she still posts his baby mama and always saying he loves her and all that. And this guy is living happily. And this guy has not called to check up. And this guy did not pay the money in all too. The expenses I spent for the surgery. I'm so hurt and I'm even crying as I'm typing. Please tell me what to do. I have lost one of my fallopian tube and I have to stay away from sex. And also keep my fingers crossed because I have one left. I also spent money and this guy was not ready and also ignored me. This is the definition of men are wicked. How can you hurt me this much? Even if I was on a dying bed, he would have ignored and still live his life. She lied to me and I nearly lost my life because of his loss. Please advise me and tell me what to do. To be honest, I hate men right now because I feel like they are all the same. Please post for me. I'm done and keep me anonymous. Thank you. That is my story. My dear, I'm really sorry that you went through that. I'm really sorry that you had to deal with that. But I feel like I don't want to come off insensitive. I don't really want to come off insensitive. But you see, when all these things happen, when you realize that you were pregnant, the guy's attitude should have given you the hint to abort, knowing very well that you did not have a job to even take care of yourself and the child in the first place. Do you get me? Yeah. Anyway, all I can tell you is you will be fine. Just try and heal. And right now, how you're feeling about men, nothing I'm going to say is going to change your mind about, men. All you need to do right now is to heal from the heartbreak, to the distrust, to the, trauma of, or everything that you went through, the surgery, everything. You need to heal. After healing, and you need to heal proper. After healing, then we can have a conversation, okay? So you need to heal, all right? But I'm very sorry you had to deal with that. I am very sorry, but I also need you to know that not all men are like that. We have really good men in the system. Unfortunately, you met a useless one, but not all men are like that, okay? Please, I'm just 20. I met this guy when I was 19. He's very good and so respectful. We did a lot of things together. I really want him and love him so much and really know he also loves me too. But there's this mistake I did some months ago that is ruining this relationship. I started university just this year, and because of financial problems, I went for some guy who sometimes gives me money, but we did nothing. Just last week, my guy caught me cheating. And as I was trying to explain things to him, he told me I'm cheap. That's why I did that. He told me he has forgiven me, but anytime we are talking, he brings this up, and it's hurting me. Please, what should I do? If it's hurting you, how do you think he's feeling now? If you are feeling hurt, how do you think he's feeling? Yeah. So what I can tell you is that you messed up. So you need to put your ego aside. You need to put the fact that you are hurt aside and then get him to forgive you. Because yes, he has forgiven you, but he's not going to stop talking about it unless you give him a reason to stop talking about it. So if you want to keep that relationship, you better try your best to make him forget about it. And then you can actually, after, have a conversation with him and be like, you know what, the things you said to me at this particular point in time really hurt me. And then you guys can trash that. But as of now, no. If you are feeling this way, how do you expect him that got cheated on to feel like? Nobody cares about why you did it. It was still cheating. So yeah. I met this SHS girl in 2021, which I really love her, but her auntie's husband couldn't let us breathe. He made us break up and later transferred the girl to a different school. I haven't heard from the girl again. During my NSS, I found the girl there in her final year when she completed. We started dating again. But the issue now is that the auntie's husband went to my family to warn them to tell me to stay away from the girl, else if anything happens to me, no one should come and hold him. He's a PCG pastor. The girl too doesn't want to leave me. What should I do? You better keep your distance and save your life at this point. And the girl is in SHS. Why? Like, the girl is in SHS. Let her grow. Let her grow. Hey, now you men, what's? Some of you men, Hello, Ohima. Keep me anonymous. I'm a guy of 23 years. There's this lady I have dated for 4 years now. We love each other and plan to build the future together. My GF lost her dad, so she gets support from her other family members. I also do support her. She's in the university. Last year, November, I realized my girlfriend changed. So this year, February, we had a misunderstanding. So I asked her if she has been seeing someone or got a new guy. And she told me she met a guy last year she used to know. So they just talk, but there's nothing going on between them. Fast forward 2 years in our relationship, my girlfriend introduced me to her mom that I'm her BF. Her mom looked at me and started asking if I can take care of her university. Can I pay her fees? So, when I heard it, I was shocked and ashamed because I'm not stable. But ever since my girlfriend went to school, I do sometimes give her half money of her hostel fees. I do a lot for her, but it seems her mom isn't happy about it. Last week, I was informed my GF's mom was telling a friend that her daughter is dating a 30-year-old man who is working and has a car home. I was shocked. I asked my GF and she told me there's nothing going on between them. So I took the guy's number and I called to find out. But what he told me, my GF is like a daughter to him. And if I really love my GF, I should sit here down and talk and solve everything. I became confused, so I decided not to talk about it anymore, but it's like I've been fooled. I was having a talk with my GF and I asked her how she got to know the guy, but she was giving stories that she herself don't know what to say, so got angry and didn't want to talk about it anymore. So I called the guy and asked, and he told me she met my GF 5 years ago, and if he would date her, no be now, but her mother is always talking about this guy, please, I need advice. I really love my girlfriend, but her mom is the problem because she wants a guy who has money and lives in his own apartment and has a car. But I also have 2 plots of land at Oyarifa and I'm a hustler. Please, I need advice. I'll be in the comment section. That girl is not for you. That girl will put you in trouble. That girl will put you in trouble. You need to focus and hustle. You say you're a hustler, right? Focus and hustle. Because see that girl's mother. That girl's mother is a gold digger. That girl's mother is an opportunist. You understand? And somebody like that would always push a child to be with somebody that has more money than you. So please, focus on yourself and make your money. And forget about the girl and her mother. Okay, I know you love her. But my dear, love is not enough. Because if you push, you will never be enough for the mother. And so far as you're not enough for the mother, that girl, if she cannot fight for herself, that relationship will not work. All right. Let me say thank you for watching this episode. And I mean, I feel like this episode had some deep stories in them. And I feel like people make some mistakes. And at the end of the day, they forget to take responsibility for their side of that mistake. And I feel like until we take responsibility for, even if it's a little part of that mistake, you take responsibility for that, I'm very sure that a lot of things can change. But until we start taking responsibilities for the things that we've contributed to that has gone wrong, we would never be able to move forward in life. So to everybody that sends a story that is in this episode, let's learn to take responsibilities, even if it's a little, as I said before, for our actions. And then it will give us that opportunity to grow and be better people. I'll see you in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to give us our 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. See you in the next video. Bye.